Good morning, all you VIP Kid teachers out there. Here I am in the VIP Kid classroom. I just wanted to put up a quick update today. I don't know how many of you guys had fun this morning with a little bit of IT issues, but we had a little shakeup this morning at VIP Kid Land. I got into my first class and I could not get my camera to open. Things were kind of shaky, then it got really dodgy, and then wham, I lost my student. And then the weirdest thing happened. I got another family opened up and they were on my camera. And I had a different student standing there with his parents. And the mom was running and saying, "Oh, it's time for class. The teacher's here." And they were all confused. And then, bam, they were gone. And then there came my other student back. And I didn't know what to do. And I panicked. And then the second class, I couldn't get into the classroom, and it was getting to be 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and I'm doing everything. I'm shutting down, I'm refreshing, I'm doing everything I can do, and I didn't know what was going on. And then I was trying to do those things and send a message on my phone app to the firemen. And so the firemen sent me a link back to try to use to get on. So I shut everything back down again and I tried to use the link and I could get on part way and then it would just keep loading and loading and loading. And all I'm thinking in my head is my student's mom is going to be furious. This mom is going to be so mad. Bad feedback, no apples. All these things are spinning through my head. And I got on and I explained it to the student. I wrote a note in the box to the mom, and then I left some feedback explaining that we were having at that point, we got a little warning that said the system server is down, use the alternate site. But guys, how impressed were you? We had a tech problem, but my guys over there in Beijing had me covered, and within just a really short period of time, if you think about it, they were able to get me back up and running. I'm not gonna lie, I think my heart almost stopped somewhere in there when I started thinking about the fact that I had 13 classes today, and all I could think was, it's gonna snowball on me because they were all back to back. But we managed to get up and running. I was late into one class, just barely got into it. The second one, I was very late. The third one, I think, then at that point, I'm running like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I'm throwing that feedback out the window. It's going to have to get done after. And I'm just going to keep rolling into my next class until I get out of this hole. But we made it today. So there we are. The big tech issue that I dreaded happened today. And thankfully, after the first class, I was like, what is wrong with my computer? And I'd put my headphones on mute, and my husband was getting ready to leave work, and I was like, something's wrong with our computer or our internet. And I was really upset because I just didn't have time. When you have back-to-back classes, you don't have time for that whole completely shut everything down and turn off the router and all of that. I did have to shut off my computer and restart, and I was late because of that. And so I had that issue that I did have to do, but I couldn't keep doing that, and still make it through all of the classes back to back. So thankfully, the lesson I learned is this works really well. You can get a hold of someone really quick on the app. And so even though my computer everything needed to be refreshed, I could quickly send a quick message. I noticed it first for me this morning at 4 with my first class at 4 a.m. I was trying to give my students stars and they were just going away and there wasn't anything showing. And I had a hard time getting my camera open to begin with to get into that classroom. And so that was the beginning of the demise for the morning for me for the first several classes. And then it was just playing catch up for the rest of the time. But we did it. And just a big kudos to Beijing, as hard as it must be to support all of us. And if you think about it, if I was running that many classes this morning, probably there were many out there that were doing the same. That's a lot of people all logged into their system at the same time, and they managed to get me an alternate link quickly and send out an alert on my app that said server is down quickly as well. So we got to give them credit for that. That's an awful lot of support in a very short period of time, to be honest, although it felt like my heart stopped and the world stopped, and I thought I lost 10 years of my life because I was panicking, but it worked out fine. So I just thought I would, hop on here and say, great job, VIP Kid. You covered me today. You fixed it. I can only imagine that you have a lot going on tech-wise over there. And so for this to really be the first time I've had a glitch, and I'm coming up on 300 classes now, and this is my first big glitch day, and it really didn't last very long, it's a pretty good thing. So, hey, kudos to VIP Kids, and we live to teach another day. Have a good one.